The men's 3,000, it is section 2, the fast heat. Ari KLAU, Peter Seufer, Zach FACIONI, Andrew Kent, Diego Zarate, Joe Dragon, some of the names to keep an eye on. And let's not forget about Notre Dame. Matthew CARMODY turned in a real solid 5,000 meters last night, feeding off the energy inside the Loftus Sports Center.
One person we haven't talked much about here that deserves recognition is Ari KLAU, a senior at Virginia now, has an excellent time of 7 minutes and 51 seconds covering 3,000 meters. That is just great stuff. You're averaging in the range of better than 4:15 a mile per mile. Just outstanding stuff. Measurably better, as a matter of fact. From West Hartford, Connecticut, went to Hall High School there, one of the major high schools, and has had his share of injuries that he's battled over time. But healthy this year. And fitting that he's healthy here his senior year.
Time to beat, established by Dylan Jacobs of Notre Dame in our first heat, was an 8:07.72.
.8 seconds for the first 400 meters of this race. So you do the math on this, and this is not a fast pace so far for these guys.
Some of the early leaders, Seufer starting to make a move for Virginia Tech. In fact, he moves to the forefront. Peter Seufer, senior from Lynchburg, 6-time state champion for EC Glass High School, has had a remarkable ACC career, one of the main leaders for Virginia Tech. Picked up his bachelor's degree in finance late last year, currently in grad school, the 2-time ACC cross-country champion.
Interestingly, you know, and it's the right move. I've lived in New York and worked on Wall Street for years, not there now, but spent my career there essentially, and he took an internship last year. By the way, the 800 meters reached in 2 minutes 12.9 seconds, so the pace has quickened here, and that's why Seufer decided, I'm not going to let this just go at a very leisurely pace. And so he accepted an opportunity to work in finance on Wall Street and trained in New York City, no doubt in Central Park and around the reservoir up there, and built up his mileage all summer while working on Wall Street, and came back very fit, and he said, more determined than ever to have a great senior year. I was committed to trying to do as well as I could this last year at Virginia Tech. And he winds up winning the ACCs, and he took the NCAA championships out hard at the cross-country championships and wound up 4th, and he was very pleased with that effort.
Has such a good relationship with his coach, Dave Chinelli, the director of track and field and cross-country at Virginia Tech. And boy, how about the job that Coach Chinelli has done in Blacksburg since taking over that program in 2001. He's guided the men to 9 ACC titles since they joined the league back in 2004 and 5. The women's side, they've been dominant as well, on pace to capture another indoor title this year.
Right, and Coach Chinelli likes to spread his scholarships around for everything from the sprints to the field events to the distance guys as well. He was not a fully funded program, which means in the parlance of coaches at the collegiate level, they have 12.6 scholarships for the men, and the women's team, because there's no football, get more scholarships, and they have 18. And so with 12.6, the coaches frequently break them up to give out some money to many promising athletes coming out of high school.
The heavy hitters are where they are supposed to be right now when you look at this field. Seufer, CARMODY, FACIONI, we thought all three had a chance to win an ACC title. They go 1, 2, 3 right now.
4 minutes, 22 seconds for the first 1,600 meters. So they've gone 2:13 in effect and 2:09 for the next 800 meters of their time. The pace does continue to quicken, I'm just trying to observe their movement and know it had picked up a little bit, and it had. He still has quite a bit left here, though. This is easy for them.
Currently on pace to handle the top time in that first heat by Dylan Jacobs, the 8:07.72. They are on pace to beat that. So Larry, let's take a look beyond the top three. You see Ari KLAU hanging around in that 6th spot. He's probably the biggest threat from that second wave of runners to start to make a push here over the next lap or two.
Based on what he's done earlier this indoor season, right there is KLAU with the orange outfit on for Virginia. Let's see what he's got left. He's got good speed, but so doesn't Seufer. Despite his big size and so forth, he can turn the jets on or decide to crush the pace for the last maybe couple of laps here when he wants to, because he's been that superior this indoor season at whatever he's run.
Virginia Tech, Seufer continues to lead. His teammate, Antonio Lopez Segura, the sophomore, has slid into the number 3 spot. FACIONI of Wake Forest currently sitting second.
FACIONI comes from Australia to come to college at Wake Forest and won the under-18, in effect the national high school champion in cross country for the country of Australia. Brought great credentials to Wake Forest.
2 laps to go. It has been Seufer since early on. FACIONI into the 2 spot. Lopez Segura, the young sophomore, sitting 3rd. Those 3 starting to pull away. Joe Dragon, the 6'3" frame for the orange, trying to make a move. Florida State, your current team leader with the 132. Virginia Tech hoping to get a shot here with the duo of Seufer and Lopez Segura. Chance to pick up some points if they can hang in there. And here we go, the bell lap, the final steps of this men's 3,000.
And it's been since early on in the race. Peter Seufer, the great runner from Virginia Tech, has taken and pushed the pace consistently. 4:22 for the first 1,600 meters. Then the pace got even stronger. And at this point, he is flying down the back stretch. Virginia Tech hoping to score big points in this event. They are 1st and 3rd right now as they round the bend. And it's going to be all Peter Seufer, winner of the 5,000 meters, and it looks like the 3 as well.
Less than 24 hours after capturing the ACC title in the 5,000, Seufer with plenty to spare, arms raised, he's done it again. His 2nd ACC title. FACIONI of Wake ends up 2nd.
7 minutes, 59.09 seconds. Boy, these guys are averaging out there in the 4:16, 4:17 per mile pace for almost 2 full miles. Amazing. Congratulations, he's had a spectacular season as Peter Seufer. ACC cross-country champion, 4th at the NCAAs in cross-country, and he has just continued it here during his indoor season.
Yeah, he has saved his best for last. The 2-time ACC cross-country champ. We talked about him just destroying the field this year after a narrow win during his junior campaign, and he has kept the foot on the gas this indoor season. A ton of momentum heading to Albuquerque as Seufer dominates again. A familiar storyline if you follow ACC track over the past couple of years.
He recommitted to an outstanding season last summer, and look at the results.
7:59.09, FACIONI 2nd. Lopez Segura picks up additional points for Virginia Tech. UVA's ASFAW in the number 4 spot. By the way, Dylan Jacobs, who won that first heat, he settles for 5th with his time of 8:07.72. Peter Seufer down on the track. Congratulations, man. Another ACC title. You just keep getting better and better. Talk about this race after the quick turnaround from last night's 5,000-meter championship performance.
I mean, I knew everybody was going to have a tough day today because most people in the race actually had to come back and double back up to the 5K. So I knew everybody was going to be feeling a little rough. And I saw that first heat go. It was a little quick, and I talked to my coach beforehand. The goal was to sit there and just clip off some paces and make it a little sub 8:10, and then cut down from there. And then I think I got a little ambitious right in there when I took the lead and started clipping off some 51s. But I felt pretty smooth and just wanted to stay controlled and save something for the end and just kick it in.
Peter, just one last question here. When did you decide, was it last summer, to recommit to really ratchet up the level of your training and what you were doing when you were in New York for the summer training?
I was pretty disappointed with the outdoor season last year. So I knew what I needed to do and kind of came back, just refocused, took a break, got mentally back into it, ready to go again. And that was the main focus, and then came back in the fall, and I've had my main training partner who runs for DC Track Club, Willie Fink. He actually just ran 13:17 yesterday, and we do workouts and runs every day together. So having him, we got to feed off of each other. So having somebody so focused, he did it without a contract for most of the time, and then actually got a contract later in the fall. So just seeing that work ethic just gave me a little bit more extra drive, and seeing my teammates want it and everything like that. So it was just really exciting, and take advantage of this last year while I had it.
Well, congratulations. You've had an outstanding year. We've been telling everybody how great it's been.
Hey, it's been fun. So I'm going to miss this.
Seufer and Lopez Segura powers Virginia Tech into the 2 spot. Everybody chasing Florida State.